Hello, welcome to my channel Mass Technology. Today I would like to explain the concept of history of C programming language. We are discussing about the C programming language and how it comes. Okay. So coming to the C programming language, before C programming language, there are number of programming languages are available. Those are I listed here. We have a brief discussion about the history of the C programming language. Everybody knows C is the alphabet, right? So how it is named, that is the most important thing. How it comes as a C programming language, right? History of C language, C programming language. So before C programming language, related to our C programming language, the first we have to discuss about the ALGOL. The language is ALGOL. It was introduced in 1960. It was introduced in 1960 by Cardo, Bohm and Goispe, Josikopen and Edser, etc. So these are the persons was developed this ALGO programming language. What is meant by an ALGO programming language? So means ALGO programming language means algorithm programming language. It was introduced in 1960s. So it is a structured programming language. The ALGO is a structured programming language. So this is the starting and basic programming language related to our C programming language. Clear? So the next one, BCPL. The next programming language is BCPL. So this language was developed in 1967. This language was developed in 1967. By whom? Mr. Martin Richard. This BCPL programming language was developed by Martin Richard. So what is the full form of this BCPL? ALGO full form is algorithm programming language, right? So BCPL program is basic combined programming language. BCPL means basic combined programming language. This programming language was developed in 1967. So see here, this is an algorithm programming language. This one is the basic combined programming language. What is the difference between these two things? There is an additional features added to this ALGO programming language and named as a BCPL programming language. Okay. So there are additional features compared to this ALGO, and this ALGO programming language is totally machine related programming language. This was used by these persons earlier in 1960. So the next was, that means the additional features added to this BCPL programming language, that was named as B. So there is some additional features added and named as a B programming language when it is in 1970. Okay. So this B programming language was developed by Ken Thompson. Okay. This programming language, B programming language, was developed by Ken Thompson, and this B programming language is a typeless programming language. There is no any typing at all. So this is the B programming language developed in 1970 and by the Ken Thompson is the developer of the B programming language. Next, then more additional features, some additional features added to this B programming language and named as, that is C programming. This is our concept. Okay, right? So after B letter, what it comes? The C letter will come. So that's why they named as a C programming language. That means an additional feature added to the B programming language. After the B letter alphabets, within the alphabets, after the B letter we have a C. That's why they named as a C programming language. When it is? In 1972. By whom? That is Dennis Ritchie. So the father of the C programming language is Mr. Dennis Ritchie. When it is introduced? In 1972 it was introduced. What is the difference between C and B language? Some additional features are added to the B programming language. After the B letter the C will come, so that's why they are named as a C programming language. Okay, right. So after the development of this C programming language, many organizations, many places are used this C programming language. It is a most popular programming language earlier in 1972, right? And one more history or one more information about this C programming language is this K and RC, they named as a they released a book. That book is very popular. That book name is Traditional C Programming Language. Okay, so that book was very famous. Okay, and one more important thing about this C programming language history, this C programming language was developed in Bell Laboratory. Where it is developed? In USA, United States of America. It was developed in USA. Where it is? Bell Laboratory, right? This is the most important, and it was very popular by Mr. Kernighan and Richards wrote a book on the C programming language. That book was very famous at that time. Okay, so the book was released in 1978. It is very popular, related to the C programming language, that is the fundamental programming language or traditional programming language book, right? So after this book was very famous and they are very popular by introducing this C programming language, Mr. Dennis Ritchie and Kernighan, those are the very popular persons when they are introduced in C programming language. Coming to the next step of the history of the C programming language, that is ANSI C. The next step is ANSI C. That means the next stage of the C programming language is ANSI C. What is an ANSI C? ANSI C means American National Standard Institute. The American National Standard is named as a ANSI C. When it is? In 1989 they named as a ANSI C. So if you see any C programming language, in that book they have named as a ANSI C. Okay, ANSI C name. That name is given by the American National Standard Committee. The name was given by American National Standard Committee, given name to them. That is called an ANSI C. When it's named? In 1989. Okay, clear? The next one is this C programming language as certified. So every C programming, not only C programming, every programming language, any product, everything they have in some certified of that product or that particular softwares, right? In the same way, C programming has an ISO certified. That means International Standard Organization. They named International Standard Organization was given at 1990. 1990 they named as a ISO, that means ISOC, that means it was given by ISO committee. That name was given to C programming language by whom? ISO committee. Okay, so this is the next stage, and the last stage of the C history is C99. They named and they given a standard of C99. When it is named in 99s, that's why they have a C99. When it is given in it is given in 1999, that's why they named as a C99. This was given by standardization committee. This was given by the standardization committee. Okay, clear to all? So this is the brief history of the C programming language. So this is only the introduction part of the C programming language. Okay, and these are the introduction history of the brief history of the C programming language. So the next session we are discussing about the introduction of the C programming and the remaining concepts of the C programming. So please, if you have any doubts, please make a comment and I will reply after you getting comment. So thank you for watching. Please, those are watching first time of my channel, please subscribe and share this link to your friends. And this class is useful to mainly degree class, that means degree students. This class was mainly useful for the degree students. Okay, so next class I will discuss about the basic structure of the C programming and how the rules and conditions to write the C programming language. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and share to your friends. Thank you very much.